good day. I'm going to go into further discussion of the America-Samoa debate that I have currently going with Drew as to why American Samoans should have the birthright to become U.S. citizens. Let's remember Congress's statements. Congress has defined a national of the United States as a citizen of the United States or a person who, though not a citizen of the United States, owes his permanent allegiance to the United States. Quote unquote, owes. A person born in an outlying possession of the United States on or after the date of formal acquisition of such possession is a national, but not a citizen. Presently, the term outlying possessions of the United States means American Samoans and Swain Islands. The only Americans who become non-citizen nationals by birth are those born in America Samoa. Morel, some more for Samoa, the case for citizenship uniformity, 2014. This does not make sense to me at all. Do you owe your allegiance to the United States, but you're not a citizen? You have to fight for them and go to war and do what America tells you, but you're not a citizen. The military is fully incorporated into the country, and more than 60% of Samoans are enlisted to fight for America. Why does America have full power to govern Samoa, as Drew states from an article in U.S. Beat? Is Samoa part of America or is it not? If I have full power over something, then is it considered mine? Why is America taking advantage of the Samoan territory is my question. Drew also mentions that CNN Posts states that when Congress decides, they will allow citizenship. I don't understand. Congress decides. Now, who and when is going to be in Congress at the time that they decide? At the place and time? Wait, when Congress decides again? That's against statutory rights. It is not a congressional privilege. In fact, citizenship in the U.S. territories, constitutional right or congressional privilege. Central Journal 2017 states that the text and history of the citizenship clause, not to mention Supreme Court decisions interpreting its meaning, this is something to remember, interprets, uniformly support recognition of birthright citizenship throughout the expansive territorial limits of the United States, territories, and the District of Columbia alike. Moreover, while the insular case is left unresolved whether constitutional birthright citizenship expands to so-called unincorporated, they actually support the understanding that the inhabitants of such territories are fully subject to U.S. sovereignty and owe permanent allegiance to the United States. The two touchstones for citizenship under the Citizenship Clause. Now, this statute carries with it several difficulties and limitations and perplexities, as well as intangible stigma of lacking citizenship rights afforded to other Americans. According to this, the Citizenship Clause should grant automatic citizenship to Samoans. So who interprets it? It's written in the Constitution. Drew brings out an argument that not all Samoans want to become citizens. So of course, not everyone will agree. He states that NBC.com posted that their rights and traditions and identity will be lost if they become citizens. Will they lose their heritage and land? Samoa has been governing itself for more than 50 years while still considered a U.S. territory. It's not about losing heritage. You would not necessarily do so if you keep it, if you stick to those origins and traditions within the community. I mean, look at Hawaii. They have been a territory of America before Samoa, and same type of treaty with the islanders and back in the 1900s, or even before, I would say. They have maintained their culture. They've incorporated their own laws. They have Hawaiian descent. They set up educational funds for the children. They regularly teach the native language, incorporated into schools, as well as their traditional dances, their foods. They're friendly accommodations to tourists with their leis when they arrive to the country, with their shaka, hand wave. I mean, all of this is their tradition. They still have their outriggers. They still do their everything they did before. They're just a little bit part of America. And they follow somewhat the rules because they still have their own constitution as well. Now, United Nations on May 25, 2001 had a reunion, a world meeting, and the Samoans stated that their problem with America is that they consider them a colony and they don't have the rights as citizens do. Drew states that they want out, but their wanting out is due cause since they aren't taken over by a country, they are actually enslaved by a country. I would see why they want out. I believe that this is unconstitutional, and we're waiting for this law to pass, at 3482, and I think that anyone that wants to be in America and Samoa should be so. It is their right. Thank you.